Okay, time to get into it. Had to change the screen real quick. But what's up, everyone? Wheezy. Oh, that's unmuted. We're gonna edit that out. We're editing that out. What's up, everyone? Wheezy's back at it again. For the first time with Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a game that I've watched creators play when I was real little, and now it's my turn to finally play it. I don't remember any of it, but I really want to give this game a try. And I didn't get to do a stream Friday because I was passed out. Y'all better read that this game is... Well, I guess I'm not having a positive experience, but read the warnings. No spoilers. Yes, I agree. As I sell my soul. I want in paper. I'll sell my soul right now. Okay, the bot's still working. Anyway, intro music go crazy. Your boy Wheezy. Hey! I see an annoying running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl was Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Weasley. Well, people stare at you for acting weird and then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cold, what's up? And King's Midas Twitch, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is my first playthrough of Doki Doki, and whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making your daily Commute. By the way, I can't read for shit. By the way, Weezy, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I already know this game gets messed up. I don't remember this. When I watched the playthroughs of this game, I was little. I mean, I was little, and it's been years since I've kept up on anything Doki Doki related. But it's time to jog my memory and actually play this game and make a full playthrough. I'm the one in charge. I'm looking to my side. I'm also looking down because I got my Twitch chat right there and back there. I'm doing my best to actually read. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and main character trying to relate a little bit. That would help. King Midas Twitch, thank you. I'm gonna just call you King Midas. Okay, game music going crazy, but anyway, yeah. If you couldn't hear me before that English, motherfucker, cannot speak it. If you didn't hear me before, though, this is my first actual playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. I watched people play it when I was little, but I wanted to play it myself. And now that I actually am grown and have money, I can buy things. This is something I bought. That's fair. But anyway, welcome, Midas. I hope you enjoy my first time playing Doki Doki Literature Club as much as I hope I will. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah, I cannot do high-pitched. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, I can't with this music. This shit fire for real. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Story wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That's a given. Hello, Sayori? Sorry, must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. What? Why were 4 messages? Why? Stream Elements, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry that Stream Elements just said fuck you. Hold up, I'm looking at your message. When I first started learning about Doki and all of that, I became a huge part of the Undertale fandom, and that kind of overshadowed every other fandom. I don't know either. Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, Stream Elements, I need to mess with it. Undertale and Doki Literature Club, I was kind of introduced to them at the same time, and Undertale far overshadowed everything else for me, because even to this day, I'm a huge Undertale fan. The Life is Strange franchise is really good. But once again, that's one of the games that I want to play sometime in the future. And I'm probably going to record myself going through all of the games with my sister, Hells, who also streams on Twitch. Her Twitch is a woman. Drop her a follow-up. When I make this a YouTube video, I'll put her in the link in the description. But it's a time that I've got into Life is Strange. I was already the hugest The Walking Dead series games, and becoming just a huge fan of Telltale games. But Life is Strange is something I watched YouTubers play before and was really invested in. I am not familiar with Zero Punctuation. Sorry is the vice president of the literature club. I'm trying to also continue my reading. We're going to keep compensating. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Also, Midas, if you enjoy this content in our English, let me rewind real quick. If you enjoy my content in the little bit you have seen of me so far, I'm just not here apparently. I will. Okay, English! What I want to say is I encourage you to drop a follow and join the Discord community. Exactly, reasons. Colt gets it for real. I am not very intelligent. Thank you, Maya, for dropping a follow. I'm very much appreciate it. Oh, my brain just stopped braining for a second. That physically hurts to function. Okay, that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Why is auto-modding you? He's a very sarcastic game reviewer that makes comedic videos about games he's played once a week for like the last 17 years or so. I was highly shocked to see him playing some anime dating sim that I've seen on top of Steam Games free games chart for a week at that point, since it was so against his norm. Without wishing to spoil anything, the first half of his video was what convinced me to the video halfway through and download this game and finish it in one run. Hell yeah! Automod, I'ma get your ass. I have the auto moderation on low levels. I want to do most of it myself. This element says fuck you. Fine, I'll stop by. Oh, I already read that. Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Honestly, a pretty valid trade if you ask me. You left off on finishing the game in one run and gaining a new. After this stream, I'm a mess with stream elements because it's been bugging me. And thus today, I already read that too. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? A boy can't do the literature? New appreciation for story-based games, which changed to what games I played since then. Honestly, valid as hell. But a boy can't like literature? You for real? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Wheezy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Midas! Thank you for joining the Discord, homie. And if you want to check out any of my other social platforms, hit exclamation. Nope. I ain't gonna hurt you. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're interested in checking out any of the other socials, hit exclamation TikTok or exclamation YouTube for a link in the chat. That's fair. I just read your chat actually. Alright, first year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Natsuki? Here I go. Where's the men? I want men. Okay. Where the men at? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna calm down. I don't have enough brain capacity for this. I'm running out of brain cells here. Wait a minute. That might be someone's first impression of me too. Out of this. I hope no one I know is watching me play this. I'm going to do so much. What's my life? Anyway, Yuri, I've already read that. Oh well, it's nice to meet you both. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Also, everyone, Big Pikachu. They're gonna help me through this stream because obviously I can't do it alone. Doki music is really good. That's right. It's great to see you again, Weezy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class. The same class last year. We were in the same class last year. I must say, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I like, don't get me wrong, love Pokemon. I think it is an amazing franchise. I more just love the characters. Like, look at this little guy. Look at this little guy right here. He'll Pika fuck you up. This little guy right here, he a thug for real. Don't mind him. But this little guy right here, he's the shit. I actually know who Sylveon is. Ask me about any Pokemon shit though. I will not know it. But my homies on the other hand, the people who I game with mainly, they got you. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Excuse me. Come, sit down, Weasley. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know which one is Sylveon because I'm a Gen 1. It's the pink one, don't know. Is it the pink one? What color is Sylveon? You know what? Future stream, I'm gonna have my sister teach me all Pokemon. Stay tuned for that. We want to learn Pokemon. Pika Doug. Backseat Damie. The girls have a few arranged. That's it. Yeah, I already read that. As they already mentioned, it's been a while. It's been widened so that there is one Pikachu. No. As they are. Let me do English so I can do a game. As they were mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready to rumble? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I cannot read. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori takes a mouthful, talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? We've all heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. We definitely all heard this before. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sorry, said. Well, maybe. Fucking stereotypical. But not for it. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki. Weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I swear to God, if I can't English through this game, I'm not going to make it through a whole series of this. Pikachu? I choose you. Do this playthrough for me. Senpai? What is that emote? Oh, it's candy. It looks weird on my computer screen over there. Also, what's up, homie? She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. You know, Yuri, she got the tea strapped on her, dog. She ain't never caught lacking. Why does Stream Elements keep fucking with Midas? Oh my god. Can I pull up Stream Elements right now and fix that? Why? And why? This is my first playthrough through this game. I fucked with it when I was little. I'm gonna fuck with it again now. Ah! There's no way I'm getting that angled Pikachu, Could you take over the stream real quick? Why try to save Midas? Let me see them. You didn't say it. Stream Midas, what beef do you got with Stream Elements on the rail? I'm like weird vibing to this. Oh, that looks so wrong off frame. That does not look like what I'm doing. It kind of is what I'm doing. I'm just being weird off screen, guys. It's okay, Midas. We gonna fight with Dream Elements real quick. If it ever wants to load. Pika Thug right here, though. Pika Thug got you covered for real. I'm gonna do another song of the day TikTok, and it's going to be the Doki Doki OTS. Okay. Don't quote me on this. Now, I repeat, don't quote me. But it should be fixed. Hopefully. I had some filter on that I just, like, didn't know was on. Cat protection or something. I turned off some of those filters that seemed unnecessary. Here, I can read them to you real quick. It was cat protection was on, paragraph protection was on, and protection, repetition protection. I don't know if it was any of those, but that might have been it. I might have actually had those on. I don't know, but hopefully that was the reason. And now that I have them off, it'll work better. And the stream elements won't have beef with you. But yeah, teacher gave us permission. Midas, are you a figment of my imagination? Is all this not real? Am I lost in a endless void? I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Midas, you're the realist. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy your tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I'm going to just clip that little section. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that, and that's going to be a meme. I'm going to do my best to make that into a meme. I love that sentence. I don't know why I love that sentence. I just love that sentence. I'm weird. Monica raised the eyebrows and smiled at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Monica Posey? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I read that right. I hope you're... I haven't seen any of your chats. If you did chat, Monica, I'm not even sure where it came from originally. Me neither. Oh, there you are. So you decided to broadcast my club on Twitch. I'm thrilled. It's a pleasure that you decided to show it to everyone. If you need advice, opinion, I'm here to... Monica, I appreciate you so much. This is actually my first time playing Doki Literature Club. When I was little, I liked this game, but it kind of got overshadowed by my Undertale fandom. So I'm coming back. I want to give this game a try and to see how I like it. I remember it being dark, and I can't wait to get to those darker parts. Yes, Twitch. I know someone dropped me a follow. Thank you for the late notification. Did they even give you a dinosaur? Supposed to get a little dinosaur happy for you following. But Monica, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? And my phone's dying. I need to get a charger real quick. Everyone, Pikachu gonna be on watch while I get a charger. By the way, I'm situationally blind. I might just actually be blind, so I have my phone in front of me trying to see chat the best I can and read while enjoying this game. How come you decided to start? I already read that. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the majors club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, and I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. Awesome. I hope y'all can hear me well. I'm vibing to the music, but I'm gonna turn it down just in case it's still a little bit loud. What's the sound volume? I'm gonna just leave it out as is. Sound volume is probably just clicking right here. But May School, I already read that. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why you were supposed to be helping me. I need to personally. No, literature. I'm just gonna shut up and keep reading, keep attempting to read what's in front of me. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Weezy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Always the top. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What I'm saying, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That's a good one. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her readings. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories' deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book. I read a horror book once. Yeah, back in my day, I read a horror book. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Me and this main character relate so much right now. This is a whole new level of relatability. Really, I wouldn't have expected that much, expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give me that, and give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Story settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Aw, not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically. Quizzically? Is that an actual word? Quizzically. Quizzically. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yuri. Oh, I just read her name. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Weezy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on there. There's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at in them. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Damn, y'all. Why y'all looking at me like that? I feel guilty. Me personally feel guilty. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Wheezy. I'm defenseless against these girls. How's anyone supposed to react in this situation? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So he wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If Reed came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Wheezy, I look forward to seeing how you expressed yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Wheezy, since we're already here, do you want me to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because he always stays after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our own way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Hold up. Think if you hear this beat real quick. Okay, so I love all of the Doki Doki Literature Club music. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, so this is the first major part of the game, I feel like. I like the little stickers bouncing around. You're missing a manga sticker. Crimson. Crimson Romance. Defeat. Anime. Whirlwind. Inferno. Inferno. Excuse me? I'm just picking words I like. I got my first achievement! Doki Doki Poetry. Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the musical. Hey! For the musical loop! Honestly, I'm pretty sure everyone just sits here like vibing to this music at some point. Bubbles. Oh. Hmm. Alrighty. Threw some random words on the paper. Hi again, Weezy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I get to keep. But I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Weezy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. Too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if he planned to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Get doped! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It is a type of literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Weezy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sari, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Siri, why are you listening to me? And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Weezy can become good friends too? Sorry? As usual, Sire seems oblivious to the weird situations you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori! And me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. You know, when it's really not. What do I do? Yes. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked up out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it. This is How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I thumbed down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in an unserious conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival was our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that's all you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Doesn't solve the problem, though. And what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. I need to blow my nose. I feel backed up. I'm trying to read this. Okay. Maybe that will help a little bit. After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. Wow, I read that. What's this? Sarah is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating. I can't English like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reasons I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ugh! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Yeah, sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. If that's true, though. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Looks here, it's written all over you. Sorry, glancing around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. Isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care. I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better you look, you'll change your mind. They were really cooking with imagery. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Struggle to... Of course. This didn't even fit you properly. It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Girl, I'd drop kick you right now. Can be putting in all that effort. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori pushes her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Maka suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Weezy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. I wonder if my poem's just going to be a bunch of the random words I jot down. Nothing else to it. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Suri's one is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Pristine. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem with first? Save right here. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem. I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Hi, Wheezy. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Weezy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. You may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sarah's writing has this kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy a sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit. I'm sure I'll end up trying some different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always have to feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Now I can't see. I real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina already scorched my permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Screeching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So, what'd you think? It's very freeform. It's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. That is, lots of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one, huh? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about how deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Monica's writing tip of the day. Something when you're writing a poem or a story. Your brain gets too fixated on a specific poem, on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. You know what? That's a good ass tip. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Your girl, Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Weezy. Yeah, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer, Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinions has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a wheezy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Weezy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only a real good person would do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, now I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to use that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Bro does not know. Bro definitely does not know. Well, we'll see about that. Hold up, Pikachu. Pikachu! I'll just shoot Pikachu. I know this game is going to be a horror game, but be wary of doors. Got it. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. If it wasn't for you, I could... That's kind of a depressing line when you really think about it. Sorry. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this No. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, don't get me all scared now, gang. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best, yeah. Her poem actually was like really good. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Hold up, one second. Hello, is it working? Hello? Yeah, thank you. I noticed your chat. I actually muted. Am I unmuted now? Bro, I know! I can hear myself now. Yeah, thank you. I noticed your chat. Am I unmuted now? Okay. It was just a stream delay. It was mostly the stream delay. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Glorious voices that bless my ears. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. We all have those moments. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so what's that? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might have take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very... Like she gone last... Like she gone last that long? Excuse me? damn, is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form fit the two together. Then result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering's completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing and even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts, process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The I wanna act like I'm good. I have comprehension skills for this, so don't judge me. The tedious of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow, passing. If must be this one, the last remaining streamlight to have. I'm gonna leave it on the screen for a bit so y'all can read it, but I ain't reading all that. My webcam's in the way a bit. Yuri. I'm sorry, I really have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Weasley. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, if that makes it makes me really happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. You're making me scared. And Natsuki being the last one remaining on the list. Hmm. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Honestly, not bad. But it's more of a children's poem, expected from the lolly. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Last one seems about right. Yeah, I understand. But other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Go over there. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into the last than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from someone here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really care how old everyone is. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My aunts leaned on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with her hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Huh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Weezy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Luigi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah, that's not what I. You, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Weezy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And you, that full of yourself, you're that full of yourself. I know. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as... Wheezy, what do I have to do with that? Bro, it's gonna get touched. It was the creature. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Wheezy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Wheezy. Wait, the reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language is the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Wheezy? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Did I read the gamer tags? You know what, though? I think that's a good part off to end episode 1. Now, I will be making Doki Doki Literature Club into a series. Along with, I realized there's a lot of single-player games that I want to continue, but I haven't been able to. So I'll be doing a lot more solo plays as long as still continuing the gameplays with me and my homies. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope next time you'll come back and join me to continue this drama. I will not finish it now. The cliffhanger is where we're leaving it. If you want to see more and continue this part of the story, so I hope you'll join me again. Don't worry, we'll be we will return. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I'm sorry. When we come back, you can berate me more on how I stopped at a terrible